It's Friday. Hey folks, so we're looking at a new start here. I'll show you a couple things. I've already pulled the tape measures. What we have here is a house pad. Now I pulled the tape measures. I have a 200-foot steel tape. When you're doing precise measurements, never use nylon tape measures. Steel, so it won't stretch, okay? So remember from school, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We'll do that every time out here. Now, I pulled the tapes before we got the house pad built because this raises the earth. And then when I pull my marks, you know, the dirt, if I were to do it now, the dirt kind of goes like that. I don't get a good number. So I like it when it's nice and super flat. So what you do is you take the length of the building times the square root of the width, and there's c squared. So that gives you the hypotenuse of the diagonal. What we're looking for is to be inside of a 1/2 inch on the diagonal, okay? Drew, your surveyor, is been doing this 20 years. Almost as long as I've been out here. But want to walk some things and show you what we got going here. This is called hub and tack, all right? Or they call it the pins. So, FF is finished floor here. Okay, now we got the house pad built. So watch when I dig down there. I'm starting to touch it. Did I touch it? Okay. Now, see that little nail? That will be the corner of the building. Okay, so I pulled tapes before this dirt was there. You can see why I do that before the dirt, because, you know, you don't get a good reading. So, it is saying the finished floor is to be right there, and this stake is outboard of the corner of the building. This is just a point to say this will be the corner of the building. What the slab guys do, they said it was called batter boards, okay? They stake down a 2x4 like this here, and like this over here, okay? And they do it at all 4 corners of the building, batter boards. You can Google that, batter boards concrete, and you should see many picture representations of that. So what they do is then they pull their string taut, so it's directly over here. Use a plumb bob to make sure, say for instance, they're running the string over there. So they got men over there, men over here, and they got their batter board here. And when they find that this string is dead over that nail, they drive a nail in that batter board, they wrap that string around real taut, then the guy on the other side will make sure he's dead on, drive a nail in, pull the string taut, and then run it this way and that way and connect all 4 corners. So now we know, boom, we're dead on. When they end up digging the footers later, this ends up being thrown away because we've already found the corner. This is a reference point. This is not going to be here. As soon as they dig the shovel and they dig the footer, that thing falls in the hole. So this is called hub and tack, or we just call it the house pad pins. There's just vernacular, a bunch of different things to say about it. And Drew, his pins, I find them are usually within 1/4 of an inch every single time. Some of you scratch your head and you say, why am I even double checking this? Because it's a smart thing to do. It's a smart thing to do, is check them. So let's come on over here to the right rear corner. Now, here, this is another thing here. I didn't show it to you over there. FF equals 21.2 feet. Surveyors do not use inches. Okay? So if this was 21.5 feet, that would be 21 feet 6 inches. But surveyors, like the metric system, go by tenth. So this is 21.2 feet above sea level there, if that makes sense. And if I dig down just a little bit here, you don't want to dig too hard because that nail hurts when you hit it. And there's that nail right there. So the other day, before Bo McGee built the house pad here, those were a little more exposed in the dirt, and it was much easier able to pull the diagonal or the hypotenuse. So anyway, that's our lesson for today. It's a Friday. We're getting close to beer time. Beer time. Beer time.